Today on Suncoast View, the Suncoast is still attracting plenty of snowbirds, but some are making a halfway return trip up north. We'll explain.
A royal wedding isn't the only place to mind your P's and Q's. Today we'll get a lesson in etiquette from a local expert.
And we get help fitting into our wedding attire when our fitness expert gives us a special Workout Wednesday. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show and welcome back to Kelly Jaco. Great to have you with us.
Great to be here.
Happy belated Mother's Day.
Thank you. You as well.
We know Kelly, of course, is a fitness professional and someone so involved with the Suncoast, but she is also a very active mother.
Oh, boy.
Involved with 2 young kids. I like to call that the throngs of mothering.
Oh, look at that.
So cute.
That is how my daughter takes a picture every time I bring a camera
She
out.
strikes a pose.
She strikes a pose.
Wonder Woman.
Oh, she is something else. But
Is she in dance? Is that where this
she
came
is in
from?
dance
Yes.
and she is in gymnastics. And my son is a ham also. But
Were
yeah.
you like that when you were young?
I was really a tomboy. Like I had a different pair of Umbros for every day of the week, and so I don't know where she gets her girly girl thing from. I can't keep up. Mommy, French braid my hair. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to YouTube that.
And you know what? And here's my advice on that. Learn, because I was also a very big tomboy.
Yeah.
Never knew how to French braid hair, never did the bows and all that things. And now that she's a teenager,
Yeah.
I'm very shunned for that.
Oh.
You know,
Yeah.
you weren't much of a mother because you couldn't
Yeah.
braid my hair.
I know.
So
I
learn
have
now,
to-
because it's all going to come back to you when she's 17.
I can do one of those really tight buns. And I just put it,
I do a ponytail.
That's it, yeah,
See by
that's
looking at my own hair. As good as it gets, people.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. All right. Well, you are a great mom, and we're glad that you
Thank
share
you.
your time away from them with
Yeah,
us.
I love it. Thank
That's
you.
precious time, and we know it. All right. Let's see who's in the kitchen today. Chef Judy, also belatedly celebrating Mother's Day. I hope you
And
had a
to
wonderful
you.
day.
I sure did, and needless to say, there was delicious food involved.
Well, as there should be, and there's delicious food involved with us today. Holy moly, what are we celebrating?
We are celebrating National Barbecue Day, and wait for it, National Barbecue Month.
Oh,
So we have scoured the Suncoast and taken out our bibs for the sauce, and we are bringing you some of our favorite choices
All right.
of
Looks
barbecue.
good.
It looks and smells amazing. I have to ask you, Judy, my dad is relocating to the Suncoast this summer from Houston and is now coming up with all the things he's going to miss. He claims he won't cope without barbecue. And I said, are you kidding me, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Just-
don't we have a plethora?
Send him a link. Well, we do, we do. We're starting to get a lot more.
Good.
But, people get very protective. Our older son lives in Houston, and, Houstonians are very protective of their barbecue, like people in Memphis are.
Kansas City.
And they're all different,
Kansas
I
City,
know.
they are all different. But when Dad comes to town, I'll take him out on a little bone-sucking drive around and try the different ribs and brisket.
Sounds fun. Dad will be ready. All right, glad to hear we're going to be in good hands to celebrate Barbecue Month today. So this is something that's been driving me crazy throughout the day. I have trouble understanding things that don't have a point. It's that very black and white persona I have here. So throughout the day today, there has been something started on Twitter, of course, that has gone crazy with people hearing an audio clip and saying, do you hear Laurel or Yanny? Now, my first thought was, who cares and why? So the backstory is somebody posted literally from the vocabulary page of what they claim is the word Laurel, and their family couldn't agree. This is like that, is your dress black and what was that, black and white or blue and black or gold or whatever that whole dress thing was. So let's take a second and tell me what word you hear. Take a listen.
Laurel. Laurel.
Yanny.
Keep listening.
Laurel.
Yanny.
Laurel.
Yanny.
Laurel. Laurel.
Where are you all hearing Yanny?
Yeah, okay, so what do you
very
hear,
clearly
Kelly?
Laurel.
I hear Yanny every time.
I do too. I do too.
And I hear Laurel every time.
Really? I
Every
heard Laurel
time.
on Good Morning America, though.
Wow.
And I heard Yanny in the newsroom. So
I've heard Laurel consistently, and I'm
Every
a little
single
jealous
time?
of people that can hear Yanny, because I want to
I
hear
was
Yanny
trying
too.
to hear Laurel, but I don't
and
hear
I'm
the L
trying
at
to
all.
hear Yanny.
Yeah,
No, I
heard
hear
it this
Yanny.
morning. So it's strange when your own body tricks you and you
Right.
don't know, okay, which is it?
I didn't believe this was a thing until I heard them differently in different places. So now they've said it's all about the pitch and the frequency and how you hear pitch and frequency. But think about the pitch and frequency of it playing in one location on like one machine will be different on
Here's
another.
what happened with the dress thing for me. So I had such a hard time reconciling with the fact that people see different things
Yes.
that I stopped even thinking about it. I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
What is everybody seeing out here that I'm not? And so
Yeah.
I don't even want, and that's what's happening now.
Yeah,
like I'm
you're just
totally
gonna
like
have to-
disconnecting.
It's only fun if you can hear a little bit of both, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what are you talking about?
I've
It's
totally
like looking
heard
at me
both.
saying he's blonde. I'm not. You know,
right.
like I don't.
It's
I don't
so
hear the
weird.
other.
And so what other things are we hearing and seeing that
Well,
are
in
not
our
what we hear
daily
and
life
see?
about each other.
I understood
Yes.
the dress, just, you know, the science dork in me understands light and refraction and hitting your eye. I don't understand the sound wave
Is
difference.
this
the
why
pitch.
my husband doesn't hear my voice?
It is.
I don't think so.
That's
I do. His ears do not work with your sound wave pitch.
That's called selective hearing, and we
Yes.
keep quiet
Yes.
about it, but it's a little.
I have a theory on what makes that happen, but it's not daytime friendly.
Next.
Well, anyway, so when someone asks about the Laurel Yanny thing, at least you know what they're talking about, and I hope it doesn't drive you as crazy as it has all of us throughout the day today. Trying to keep you up to date here. It is time for our first hot topic, and a new retirement trend could be hurting Suncoast growth. It is called the halfback phenomena, where retirees move to Florida, but then they decide to split the difference by moving halfway back up north. Census data shows that migration to the Appalachian states increased 169% since the year 2010. That is also the same percentage as retirement growth in Florida. What do you think about this? Does that make sense to you?
There's a couple things, and I wonder, you know, as someone from up north, I know the allure of Florida. I always had growing up because we would come down and, oh, the beaches and the water and how great it is. No winter, no shoveling snow. And then being down here, I miss the seasons. So I could understand why people would move halfway up to get to experience a little bit more of the fall.
I'm from Georgia, so I'm from halfway between each one. So, and there's sort of a different experience. I love Florida. I still don't like being cold.
Yeah.
So I would always choose Florida, but you know, people have their own distinctive choices.
Yeah, and is
Maybe
it
they could
weather?
come to Sarasota and they could go to North Carolina.
I just think it's a change of scenery. I feel like snowbirds are coming down here, and maybe there's 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 years that they're here, and and then they want to change of scenery. I don't know that it's over an extended period of time going to hurt our
No.
tourism.
Well, people
or
are living
snowbirds
longer.
or-
So if you
Yeah.
retire down
that's
here at
true.
65, you know, when you're 80, you may decide you're ready for a different
Sure.
scene. You know, maybe you want some mountain
true.
scenery and elevation, and you want to be up there. I'm like Joey. I certainly appreciate the warm weather and the ability to be outside and that, but I am still very northern homesick in many ways. So I could see choosing. My financial goal in life is to be able to be a snowbird, and I want to spend my winters here. I want to spend a solid 6 months of the year
Yes.
here, but I could
And then I want to go
skip
to Cape Cod for the summer.
yeah, and I might be happy in North Carolina. I just don't like the heat, and it would be nice to escape.
I'm actually going to go somewhere in the months of May and September so I can avoid the love bug.
I'm with you there.
That's not
You got to
bad.
get out
Just
before
May
the
and
love bugs
September.
hatch.
Oh,
Yes.
the love bugs are in a lot of places.
amazing.
I've done that
Really?
story in about
They go to
6 different
Texas,
markets.
right? They go over to they go up
Just
and over
don't
to
travel
Texas.
with them if they go to
Yeah, how far
anything.
north do they go? That's what
don't
we
I
need
did
to
a
learn.
story in Cleveland. I've got video of me doing the story in Cleveland with love
Those
bugs.
weren't love bugs. Those were lake midges. That's a different issue. But you know what? They're nasty, and I know exactly what you're talking about. And they
They were
smell
love
like
bugs.
dead
Gonna be a
fish.
love bug.
You know what though? My parents also too have tried to live down here in Florida, and they miss my nephews. They miss their grandkids,
Right.
and my oldest brother's not going to bring the kids down to Florida to live.
Right.
So that makes them
There's
go
always
a little
that.
further.
And they do go, grandparents do go back to be close to the children later on in life.
And you know what? I may miss the north, but both of my parents have now relocated here.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere. It's just something we argue about at home for the sake of it. But yeah, we're not going anywhere. Oh well. I'll still be sweaty. So retirees may be leaving, but could sports betting be coming to Florida? A U.S. Supreme Court decision this week is viewed as a major win for the gambling industry to open the doors to sports betting across the country. But in Florida, there are major obstacles. So nothing will happen until a proposed constitutional amendment goes on the November ballot. It's one of those you better read it carefully amendments too. A yes vote on Amendment 3 means voters will always have to sign off on future gambling expansions. However, many say the economic impact of sports betting cannot be ignored, especially in locations with tourism-based economies. Good example there, Las Vegas. All right, Kelly, we're not picking on you, but coming out of the athlete world with boxers in your husband's family, what does an athlete think about sports betting? I mean, do they care? I mean, we all know the scandals of it impacting things.
No, I don't. As far as my family is, I don't think I don't care. They don't care. I think it's just part of. It's part of the competitive nature and culture, and I think once we just let it happen,
Well, it brings a lot of other things with it.
It
When you bring
does.
in gambling, it brings a lot of other things with it. I'd love to have the money for bringing in gambling. My best friend lives in Palm Springs, and they have gambling there, and it's changed the city since they opened the casinos. But still, it would certainly help our schools. If we get the money, we've got to be sure that the state gets the money, the local area gets the money, and not the people who own those casinos.
And do you open sports betting parlors? That's what I understand everybody would like to do. States like, I believe it was Pennsylvania and Minnesota, perhaps, the way their state laws are structured, they could be betting on NFL games by August.
Wow.
Like, they don't have those, little provisions in place. Florida apparently is written tight. So this is not showing up here anytime soon.
If this is a way to increase revenue, I mean, like you say, it's happening. And if
it's already happening.
How is it really that different from the lottery? You know, I mean, if it's a way to bring in some money and that money could then go to some state things that we need.
Here's the thing, when it comes to gambling in general, and there's this idea that it can, you're going to gamble away your house and you're going to get, that is your problem. That's just how I feel about it. I mean, we sell cigarettes. People buy them or not. We're not going to. We sell alcohol. People buy or they don't. They drink or they don't.
I mean,
right. Like there's all
theory.
sorts of ways. If you're going to bet your house on the Buccaneers, go for it.
It is an addiction. I had a fellow coach's wife. We were going into the casino. They started to shut the door, and she said, "No."
It is a huge addiction. Huge addiction.
Oh,
and it starts young. And this is the only thing that worries me is it's really big on the college scene with the college boys and girls, because a lot of them are very competitive athletes coming out of their own athletic career. And one of the ways they can keep living that world is to follow the sports that closely and then bet on it. But to Kelly's point, you can't help stupid. If someone's going to be stupid, I'm not sure it's our problem.
Want to start to funnel money
it.
into our economy through gambling and bet your house away? Go for it.
Yeah, exactly.
We have ways to spend
Kelly, does your family tell you you're not very nice? Because you remind me of me, and mine tells me that.
I think I'm sweet, and they
responsible.
don't think I'm sweet.
Joey, we're keeping it real for you today.
I love it.
All right. Oh, this is probably going to get me in further trouble. We are not trying to pick on dads, even though I get accused of doing so oftenly. But occasionally, the male lack of attention to detail can be pretty funny. So check out this viral post on social media. My dad took my dog to PetSmart. This is what the post says, to get groomed. He came back with a different dog and didn't notice until my brother and I told him something. Now, here's the rest of the story. When the kids told him, Dad thought they were pranking him. As it turns out, there were 2 Malteses waiting to be picked up by their owners when Dad headed to PetSmart the first time. Well, he packed up the wrong dog, nobody stopped him, and when the kids finally proved that was not their dog, he said, "Yeah, I have to fix this before Mom gets home."
Wow. That is hysterical.
I could totally see this happening.
Oh, 100%.
Well, those little dogs look a lot alike.
No, everything looks alike when you're mad.
Yes, there are some details that we may forego in lieu of the bigger picture.
Which picture is that?
Dog.
That is the problem.
So
Some
anyway.
people see the forest, some people see the trees.
We actually have this problem in my house, and occasionally I'll come home and be like, "Oh, is that a new lamp?" And the response is, "No, that lamp has been here before you ever were." Like, "Oh, well, it's nice."
As long as it doesn't continue, and it'll be here after.
Right.
That's great. All right, we're going to check in with our happy hour forecast. And when we come back, Kelly is going to help us get fit with our own wedding workout.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your first alert weather update. Things are fairly quiet today across the Suncoast. We've had a few brief showers here and there, but not a lot going on as a result of some drier air that has moved in. Also, the area of low pressure we've been watching is starting to fill in, meaning it's weakening as it pushes off into the northeast Gulf of Mexico. There's some bigger storms inland into Highlands County. You can see that pushing off to the northeast right now at around 10 to 20 miles an hour. It has been breezy up and down the coast, but notice a live sweep of the radar, not showing much going on in Sarasota, Manatee, or even into Hardy counties. There are a few isolated showers southwest of Wauchula right now. there's a chance we'll see a few pop up in the Gulf through the late night hours and then push on shore. So we'll keep that forecasted. About a 40% chance for some evening showers and thunderstorms, and again in the morning as well. Some of that moving onshore. The overall picture again showing that area of low pressure over the northeast. Weakening. Details at 5. See you then.
It's Workout Wednesday. Now, I don't really have any inside information, but I'll just bet that Meghan Markle has been working out really hard to get in shape for her big day. Her dress may be full below the waist, but above the waist, she's going to want to have those beautiful sculpted shoulders and arms, because billions of people are going to be checking her out as she goes down the aisle. So, Kelly, you have promised to help us get in shape and look like Meghan with just dumbbells?
All you need is a single dumbbell or a pair of dumbbells like Joey. We're going to do 6 different exercises that really sculpt your shoulders, your biceps and your triceps, because we can't just work one area of the arm or the shoulder. There's lots of different little muscles in there. So I'm going to show you the first exercise. You guys are going to demonstrate for us. We're going to start with a shoulder press, really simple. So you're going to hold the outside of the dumbbell, Linda, and you're also going to hold the outside of the dumbbell this way. Yes. And you're going to press the weight overhead, so hold it on the sides.
Like this?
I'll show you like this. Yep.
Oh.
So we're going to press overhead like so. That's
get
going to make it a little bit lighter for you, and certainly as you lift that weight, you can go heavier. You can grab a heavier dumbbell or a pair like Joey. Joey has a pair of dumbbells, so each arm is working freely. As we press overhead, you really want to think about the tops of the shoulders, the heads of the shoulders, and typically you want to get to 12 to 15 reps.
Oh, I'm there.
Okay, yeah. If you get to 12 and you're done, we can go to the next exercise. Our next exercise is a bicep curl. Oh, yeah. So we are going to alternate for Joey, one arm and then the other. And then for you ladies, you're going to just work your right arm and then your left arm. So we're going to curl and really squeeze this bicep muscle. There's two muscles.
Bicep muscle?
This bicep muscle, the gun show.
Thanks.
Yeah, so so as
have one.
Yeah, no, you have one. Look at you. You're lifting a 7.5-pound dumbbell. So as you lift, you want to really think about squeezing that muscle at the top and having a lot of control on the way down. If you get to 10 reps on your right side, Linda and Stephanie, then we move to the other side, 10 reps on the other side.
How many sets do we do of 10?
So I typically say 5 sets is where we want to go. The old school style was like 3 rounds of everything.
Oh, yeah,
3 sets of 12, 3 sets of 12. I don't think 3 is enough. I think that 5 is the number. 2 is definitely not going to do it.
So 5 sets of 10.
5 sets of 10 to 15, I would say, is your magic. 8 reps is going to build big muscle. And then 12 to 15 is going to give you that sculpted look.
Okay.
So our next exercise is a tricep extension. So you're going to hold the weight in both hands. You're going to take it up behind your head. What you want to think about is squeezing your elbows toward each other. We don't want to splay the elbows out. And you're going to extend and lift that weight up to the sky. There you go. And now we're working the back side of the arm. This is the tricep. There's 3 muscles in our tricep, hence the word tricep. So we're going to lift and squeeze. This is a pull motion. Your bicep is a push, and now we have a pull motion.
And these are the ones that matter.
These are the wings that we want to try to work on.
So when men or women say that we want big arms,
Sure.
We all, guys I know usually are like, oh, show me the bicep.
Sure,
but
sure.
is the tricep the bigger muscle?
The tricep has, no, it's not necessarily the bigger muscle, but there's more parts of the muscle.
Okay.
So, and you have to, if you're going to push, it's important to pull. So we want to do both sides of the arm. When we do chest, we will also want to do our back. So we're working the front of the body, we're working the back of the body. There's a push and a pull. So let's go back to our shoulders. So now we're going to do a different shoulder exercise, an upright row. We're going to draw the weights up. Elbows are going to come way up high over the ears.
Back like this?
Yep. So you can hold from the inside, the stem. There you go.
Okay.
And draw way up high and back down. And so ladies, because you have one dumbbell, it may be too light for you. You can always do a single arm upright row. So again, you're going to do 12 to 15 upright rows. This whole set of 6 exercises is called a superset, where we aren't resting between our exercises. We go from one to the next, and at the end of the 6, we stop. And then
so
we'll do it again.
So we do,
you do all
10,
6 in a
10,
row.
10, 10, 10, and then do that entire superset
Again.
5 times. Got it.
Yes. Obviously, there's different ways that you can structure your workout, and when you're in your home, you can change it up so that you don't get bored. But I like to change up my exercises, gives you muscle confusion, makes your muscles think a little bit harder about what they're doing. It doesn't get used to the exercise. So now one of my favorite exercises, another bicep, is a press out. So we're going to take the pair of weights upward. The palms are upward. We are going to squeeze forward, draw back. Okay, yes, and you can hold from underneath with that single, squeeze forward, draw back. If you typically bicep curl a pair of 12-pound weights, for example, you would probably go down to 10s. This exercise, your bicep is constantly tense.
This is challenging.
It is challenging. That it's constantly in that isometric hold where it's working even when you're at rest. So all the way forward, all the way back, and again, like I said, about 12 to 15 reps.
And we're going to finish this out
And
with
we're
one
going to
more.
finish it with a tricep kickback. So we're going to lean over, squeeze the elbows into the side of the body, and you're going to just do one arm, Linda, and you're going to kick it back. So you're going to feel that
These are my
tricep.
favorite.
I know, we love tricep kickbacks. You kick it back, squeeze, hold. So there we go. Lift, squeeze, and bend at the elbow. Yeah, we don't want to swing the arm. We just want nice and control, lifting and squeezing. And those are our 6 exercises.
Arm day seems to be the day that you can kind of coax someone into the gym because it feels good. And
Yeah,
it
you
looks
know
good.
you're getting a workout.
And then they get you with legs or back or something.
Exactly. But I think that that we can with these 6 exercises you can definitely create that nice slim
Look out,
sleek
Meghan
upper
Markle,
body.
here we
I
go.
know. I know.
And Kelly can show you how to have a workout like a queen. You can go to jcoboxing.com for more information. And coming up next, we're going to show you how to have a fancy wedding on a budget price.
I took my first handful of pills, and that's when all my priorities seemed to change.
He would ask to use the bathroom in other people's homes.
He just assumed that they would have medication.
He'd go in their medicine cabinets and steal prescription drugs.
I wish I knew really what these prescription pills were.
We were so naive about the whole drug thing.
These are all synthetic forms of heroin.
Keep your medication locked up because you'll never notice that a pill is gone.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
When I was growing up, my mom told us, always treat others the way you want to be treated. She did business with companies that shared her values, like Mutual of Omaha. She had a guaranteed whole life insurance policy through United of Omaha Life Insurance Company, a Mutual of Omaha company. When my mother passed away, her United of Omaha policy helped cover her funeral expenses and bills, and they had money on its way to us within 24 hours.
United of Omaha is here to take care of you. When you call the number on your screen, we'll help find the right policy for you. If you're between 45 and 85, you can get coverage up to $25,000 with no medical exam. Call us right now at the number on your screen.
Now I know I'll be taking care of my family, even after I'm gone.
United of Omaha Guaranteed Whole Life Insurance. Call or go online now. Be there for their future.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
There's nothing like this trail in Alabama. It just goes from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. We see all kind of different terrains, great value, great fun. We've been coming for 18 years. We started off with a group of 8, grew to 12, and grew to 16. And we love it because where else can you get world-class golf courses with world-class accommodations? To be able to play these type of courses in this environment, and the difficulty keeps us coming back over and over and over again.
So we have seen some very amazing looks this week heading into the big wedding weekend of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. But if you were thinking there's no way you could replicate some of those, we have some help for you. Let's take a look. We are just days away from the big royal event. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's big celebration is sending a wave of British trends across the pond just in time for the start of wedding season. Now, while not everyone can wear the Queen's collection of jewels or get married in a castle, there are plenty of ways to incorporate royal touches into your own celebrations. Here to talk about the trends is wedding and party planning expert, author Darcy Miller. Hi, Darcy.
Good morning.
What is it about this royal wedding that has spawned so much worldwide attention?
Right. Well, everyone has, watched William and Kate get married, and everyone's been wondering who and when, you know, Harry will get married, and now it's an American, and everyone's just obsessed.
And we can steal all sorts of style and decorating ideas, I'm sure. Obviously, a lot of focus will be on Meghan's dress. What kind of trends are we seeing now in dresses and accessories here in America?
Great. Well, I mean, we know the royals will like lace, A-line, modest necklines. In America, we're seeing bows and dramatic veils. I mean, there probably will be a dramatic veil, but what will be under that dramatic veil? Probably a tiara. And if your grandmother is not the Queen of England, you can still get a tiara. I was excited to partner with eBay on this segment because there are so many things that you can get from eBay, from tiaras to fascinators. I just heard that actually the search on eBay has doubled since January on fascinators. So great for your bridal party, your wedding guests, or you know, maybe you need to order one today for your viewing party.
It's really a great idea, honestly, to use eBay for that, because
70% of things ship for free on eBay, so get ordering, ebay.com. Get your fascinators on.
Well, especially for things you're not going to probably need to use over and over and over. In terms of what we're seeing decor-wise, what kind of hints can we steal from the royals?
Right. Well, touches of gold, whether it's a tiered fruit centerpiece. The royals have a fruit course, and they also have fruit cakes, or a tea set, so you can drink tea like the royals, or a cake knife. Actually, 80% of the items that are new on eBay make great gifts. So a Vera Wang cake knife, that's one of my go-tos, because I always like to give them something that they can use at the wedding and then use, you know, throughout life for special occasions, whether it's a cake knife or toasting flutes or a beautiful tea set.
All right, lots to consider. Thank you very much, Darcy. eBay has an expansive selection, whether it's wedding dresses, accessories, decor, to help all brides and grooms plan exactly what they need for their big event. I love this reminder to turn to eBay for those little odds and ends, because you never know what you're going to find, and you may get an amazing deal.
Yes. Oh, I do all the time. I find things I couldn't find anywhere else.
So when you want something random, I put it in an eBay search. I just did it for the graduation party this weekend, and some random in Ohio had some wood sign I was looking for, and out she's shipping it today. I'm so excited.
That's great for those specific items.
Yes.
And you know, sometimes I forget to go there, so it's a good reminder.
I like to shop. I go there and look for stuff.
You search. Yeah, there's nothing too random or weird for eBay. So if you have an odd thought of something you want, check it out. All right, coming up next, we're going to get much more proper and get some etiquette tips from an expert.
Peterson Toyota of Sarasota offers hundreds of models to choose from. And now you can take your shopping experience to the next level with SRQ Plus. You'll love its added benefits exclusively at Peterson Toyota of Sarasota or toyotaofsarasota.com.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Detoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Since 2004, Embracing Our Differences has used the power of art and education to promote diversity. One way it accomplishes this is through its annual outdoor exhibition of 45 billboard-sized works of art, each accompanied by an inspirational quote. Join us in creating a community that is inclusive for all, where differences are embraced and individuality is celebrated. We invite you to celebrate the voices and visions of diversity and inclusion at this year's exhibit at Sarasota's Island Park.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard live up to a set of time-honored principles.
I will always place the mission first.
They stand ready to respond to any crisis.
I will never accept defeat.
They serve in their communities as citizens and as soldiers.
I will never quit.
They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
Learn more at nationalguard.com.
I used to dread getting up and going to work.
I was done with the corporate grind.
I was tired of being a starving artist.
And I started looking around for a business that I believed in, and I kind of wanted to do something a little more green.
My SCORE mentor helped me take the first step.
He helped me create a business plan and helped me implement it.
They've really taught me how to think big.
SCORE helped me to make the unimaginable possible, all for free. I'm here because of SCORE.
I'm here because of SCORE.
Get your free business mentor at score.org.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's and FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Here's today's Job of the Day. ABC7 is seeking a detail-oriented part-time accounting clerk with at least 2 years accounting work experience. Visit mysuncoast.com/job of the day to apply.
Well, we are continuing the Royal Wedding Week here on Suncoast View, and the Royal Wedding may be considered the social event of the decade, filled with glamour and excitement, but it's not exactly relaxing. There are many expectations and etiquette rules to follow with all those royals, but some of them apply to us commoners as well. Suzanne Willis, the CEO, and that is Chief Etiquette Officer for Mimi's Manners, is here to help us present ourselves properly. Well, you are just in time.
Just in time.
And I suspect we need you.
Yes, yes, I've been saying that for a while. So I hear a lot of people saying like, oh, manners are going away, they're going away. Is that really true?
Manners never go out of style, Joey.
Good.
Never go out of style.
I think that's a relief.
They change a little bit, you know, and times change, but manners matter. I think now more than ever. Civility, definitely.
Yes,
well,
yes.
It's a kind way of doing things,
It's
right?
the kind way or the happy way, absolutely.
And I'm not sure we have anybody that's teaching them as well as we did in the past. Like, I know I certainly feel that I haven't taught my kids things like place settings and that. So we need you.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
So I understand that you brought us a quiz, and there's no pressure, but I do feel that the Queen is watching. All right.
That's an alarming look on yours. I just want you to know.
Yes, thank you. All right, so you are going to give us a little quiz here.
Yes, and I'd like to just start with P's and Q's.
Okay.
You know, does anybody know what P's and Q's might stand for?
People and questions.
Please, and
Oh.
no.
P's and Q's.
Polite, no.
Well, I will tell you, there's a number of things that it could stand for, but taking the British heritage into question here, it could be pints and quarts.
Oh, I like that.
Pints and yes, indeed.
I know all about those.
I studied
your pints and quarts.
Yes, it
so
was.
you don't get drunk and do stupid
exactly,
things.
exactly. And
very
also, the
fun.
bartenders wanted them to mind their pints and quarts, and he would try to keep track of how many they'd had, so he could
I love that.
write up their bill. So it was P's and
Okay,
Q's,
mind
pints
your
and quarts.
pints
So,
nice.
so
All right.
that was an unofficial quiz.
So
Here's
we failed
the
that one. So now
moving forward. Okay, when you're seated at the table, should you immediately place your napkin in your lap?
Yes.
I'm going to say yes.
Yes.
Well, that's kind of tricky. Actually, you should, but you wait until everyone's been seated.
Okay.
So now that everyone's been seated, go ahead and put the napkin in your lap.
I've made terrible mistakes on this.
Is there a right and wrong place to place the holder?
That's a great
Just place it to the left of your plate. And typically it will be, you know, if at a restaurant they might remove it. At a fancy restaurant, I should say.
All right.
And I always place my napkin like this on my lap, so then I can dab my lips throughout the meal if I need to.
Or your forehead if you're feeling a little pressure.
Exactly, but don't ever place it up here.
The whole former mother-in-law thing is not okay?
Not a good look.
Shouldn't have called that out, sorry.
Not a good look.
So we have our napkins in place.
Napkins in place. Okay, now this one's great for Princess soon-to-be Markle. British eat the continental way, and America we eat American style. So there's the two different styles. So she should know at this point that when in England, that you cut your food like this.
With your fork upside down.
Your fork upside down, and then the food will go into your mouth.
With your left hand?
With your left hand.
Why don't let my
more
kids do that?
No more of this old thing here, the plain violin here.
So a continental style is this way. American style is you cut, you place your knife back down, you switch over, then your tines are faced up, and then you eat this way.
Okay, so important question for those of us in America, because I tell my kids all the time they're going to be thought of as rude at a company dinner. Is it okay in America to use your left hand to then get to your mouth? Like at a company dinner in America, would they look at you funny?
If you're left-handed, nobody will notice. Is that what you mean?
No, I mean if they cut and do this and then go like
if they
that.
eat continental style.
If they eat continental style, will people look at you weird in America?
They might, because they might not understand, but it certainly is still proper.
My father went to boarding school in England, and I vividly remember watching him eat, and that's how I do it, and so I never even realized that that was
a thing. Yeah, no, I considered that rude.
Offending everybody.
The first time I saw someone do it, I thought it was rude. I thought, why is she? And but the history behind it is if you cut and you eat it it's an efficient way to eat.
And my thought is, well, you're too lazy to put down the fork and switch
and the reason that American style was brought to America was that the women said, I am tired of my husband eating so quickly. So in America, we're now going to place our knife down, and we're going to have a little bit more of a leisure meal.
I have a question, and this is really for my father. Is it all right to cut all of your meat at once, or do you wait and cut and bite?
Well, that was the question. What do you think?
I think you
cut and bite.
You do it one at a time.
Yeah, me too.
One at a time.
That is very good, Linda. It's actually, you can cut up to 3 bites.
Oh,
3 bites at a time.
You get 3.
3 bites at a time.
This is important for like business lunches and stuff, because I would be very offensive.
It is. Okay. Now this one I'm sure everybody knows. Okay. It's always best to answer your cell phone because it might be somebody important.
No,
That's true or false? I'm going to say false.
False. You never bring your cell phone to the dinner table, especially. And so many people just place it right there. We don't want that.
And we think we're being polite by placing it face down, when in reality, it's who are we kidding?
Who are we kidding?
But I don't know how to turn mine off. So I have to yell for my daughter when it rings in an embarrassing situation.
Absolutely. Okay, here's kind of a tricky one. Okay, you're seated next to someone at dinner, and you realize your person to your right is drinking your water. What should you do? A, tell them they took your drink and take it from them because you're very thirsty. B, don't say anything and ask your server for another drink. C, enjoy the drink glass to your left.
Oh, your other, steal over there.
Steal
the other person.
Or order a martini.
D.
While I love the martini, I think that it's B. I think you ask for
ask your server.
Because if I take yours, then I'm throwing off the whole table, right?
Absolutely.
And maybe the person won't even realize that you've asked for another one. She wouldn't want to embarrass someone.
And she might not even
Very
know why
good.
anyway.
You guys are spot
no
on.
passive-aggressive look and glare as they're drinking your drink, no?
No, you guys are spot on right here.
I think we have time for one more.
Well, royal weddings, we had to throw in something royal here because of our royalty. Royal weddings are only held during the day.
Apparently
I think so.
That's true.
Because that's what we're seeing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and is it at noon? Is there a common time?
That is a common time.
Oh, wow.
But only at noon.
Look at all the things that we have learned. And you can learn
If only
more.
somebody had invited us somewhere.
Exactly. We'll never leave this table, but you can leave this table. You can learn a lot more about all of the great classes that are offered through Mimi's Manners. You can go to the website, mimismanners.com. All right, coming up next, we're going to take a look at a real castle right here on the Suncoast in a royal edition of Suncoast for Sale.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Jacqueline Matter. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. 4 shootings in just 5 days in Sarasota's Newtown neighborhood. Tonight, police say they have the man who's responsible for 2 of those shootings. Plus, why people are signing a petition to help a Venice football coach get his job back. Now let's get a check on our first alert weather forecast with Bob.
Some big storms, Jacqueline, but mainly inland away from our coast. It hasn't been all that bad today. Lots of sunshine. On the windy side, the area of low pressure we've been monitoring is continuing to fill up, and that means it's weakening as it pushes off to the northeast. Not a lot going on right now. It'll stay rather dry. We could see an isolated shower pop up here and there, but the rain chance very low here in the next couple of hours. Later on tonight, better chance to rain. Most of it, again, well east of our particular area. That area of low pressure now continues to spin up to the north and work its way to the northeast. We'll still see a steady stream of moisture. More on that 5.
ABC 7, the Suncoast's official Florida lottery station.
There was this big bruise on my friend's face. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to think her own nephew could have hit her.
I didn't want to see it. My mother's bank account was emptied, and a caregiver had taken control of it.
I didn't want to see it. My father's refrigerator, there was hardly anything in it. That's unusual for him.
It's tough to see that a senior citizen is being abused, physically, emotionally, sexually, or financially. Elder abuse is a crime.
So see the signs. Stop the crimes.
My credit score was not that great.
I didn't understand what went into my credit score. It was overwhelming.
Do you want to attain better credit health but don't know where to start? Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score.
I love the app. It's so easy to use. It's like having your own financial coach. Credit Sesame broke my credit score down into things that I understood, and it made me think, I can do this.
And the awesome thing about Credit Sesame, it's free.
It's 100% free.
You don't need to go it alone. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
We're losing exotic animals on a daily basis, and the ones that we have in captivity are really the ambassadors for their wild counterparts. I'm Clayton Rozier from the Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary, housing over 150 exotic animals that needed a great home. And if you love animals, please help them. Do it locally. Support your local no-kill shelters, your local wild animal sanctuaries. Make a difference where you can.
Our royal wedding week continues in an unexpected way in today's Suncoast for Sale. We're going to take a look at million-dollar listings fit for a queen and maybe one Suncoast property that's literal royalty.
I would agree.
Great to have Andrew Haddad with us today.
Absolutely.
Tell us how we found royal listings.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. So this is going to be a $1 million listings episode, which I know you all love.
We do love.
And then at the end, it's amazing. This is it's a one-of-a-kind true castle, modern day castle right here in Sarasota.
That just might be back on the market.
Possibly. It was on the market earlier this year.
All right, but the first ones we have definitely are on the market.
On the market, yep.
Ready for purchase.
Perfect. For a queen, this is Lakewood Ranch Country Club. This is just over $1 million, $1.085 million. This is an executive home situated on a ½ acre, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, huge home. This has a bonus room plus a den, over 5,000 square feet. Kitchen is completely updated, of course, and triple tray ceilings in the great room. You're going to see the aquarium glass. One of the greatest features, though, of this property in Lakewood Ranch is the view. You can see out to the golf course. Bathroom, I mean, fit for a king, would we say that? Incredible property, though. This is the bedrooms have Jack and Jill, bathrooms in there as well, and then gorgeous exterior living space, perfect for entertaining, elevated spa and deck, sun deck there, and just, again, the view here is just incredible.
So, beautiful home.
Yeah, and just, you know, over $1 million, great value. Now look at this. This is very interesting. This is breathtaking views in Inglewood, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,800 square feet. What I love about this property, though, is this is literally a rare, oversized tip home site. So it's very at the end of the peninsula with direct access to Lemon Bay. So throughout you're going to see volume ceilings. It's going to have a gourmet kitchen. Yet they got these walls of glass, and these are all hurricane impact glass doors and windows. Again, looking out there. Master bedroom, you walk out into, again, an incredible view, which you'll see in the next photo there. But this is, I mean, sunsets, dolphins, manatees, birds. This is I mean, this I would say would be priceless.
The Florida lifestyle.
The Florida lifestyle.
There.
So in Inglewood, again, for incredible property, plus you're next to Burnt Store Marina and all the other amenities and luxuries down there. One thing about Inglewood, which is really neat, it's like that small fishing village town. It hasn't been built up.
Right,
so
laid back feel.
Laid back feel. So we have that there.
That's beautiful.
Gorgeous. And then finally, bringing from the concession, this is a very, very popular community. Now this home is a Lee Wetherington home. This was completed just in the fall of 2017, so not too long ago. Just under 1.6 million, completely gorgeous on the inside, about 3,700 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 4 baths, open floor concept. Everything you can see is very contemporary and new. Again, we're on a ½ acre home site right there on the lake, so we're looking at the proximity and the location of the community, people are really buying into the functionality too, with the open floor plans, entertaining area. The master bath is absolutely gorgeous, a lot of glass, and then you're going to see the the wide sliders that open up at the 90 degree.
Love that.
And I mean, look at that. You're bringing the outdoors indoors,
Absolutely.
which is an incredible feature. And I love it. You have your outdoor summer kitchen. I mean, how wonderful it is to cook your dinners outside and not dirty the inside kitchen.
Right, and a fire pit.
And a fireplace.
That's unusual under roof like that.
Absolutely.
That's really nice.
And then it has that panoramic screen lanai there as well, which is becoming very popular.
No love bugs at that fire.
No love bugs at that fire. That's right.
I'm a big fan of that. And finally, there is a castle on the Suncoast.
There is, and this is just absolutely incredible if you walk in this. This is not currently on the market, but I put the prices priceless as it because there's really not another one out there. This is right in downtown Sarasota. Now, this was built in 2002. It took 2 years to design and build. It was Kurt Lucas was the designer. JKL design. Amazing, so one of a kind. You're literally walking over your own drawbridge there. You have your own private moat. All the decor, the finishes, everything. We have like the Moorish arches, the murals, the high ceilings. I mean, literally, the kitchen now is it's built all up today's conveniences, luxuries, and everything. Gas range, you can see. It's an elevated kitchen overlooking the dining hall in the below. So literally every intricate Elsa's castle, every intricate detail in this
Look at the stairwell.
There are secret doors and compartments throughout. We got the spiral staircases. I mean, Corinthian columns. It's hand painted, everything. So, and again, we have our Moorish fit for a king master bathroom there.
Of course, with a throne, I assume.
With a throne, I love it. Yep. And then finally in the back, the gardens around there, just like the castles, they have these beautiful gardens.
An English
garden.
garden.
Yeah, they have a 2-story gazebo out there for entertaining or a studio, and it's just incredible to see something like that.
That's really neat. So in case you're wondering how Andrew got these pictures, this home has recently been on the market. Andrew said the listing expired. So if you're interested, you can't do anything right now, but it just may come back because it is not sold to new ownership.
That is correct.
So we'll keep an eye out.
Why don't we call Meghan and Harry?
There you go.
Maybe they'll come here.
I love
Andrew, quick question for you. We got some emails from some viewers that are golf enthusiasts, and we showed golf communities last week.
Sure.
Terra Golf and Country Club and Terra Preserve. You were talking about Terra Golf and Country Club. There are two separate golf clubs.
Terra Golf and Country Club is a separate community entity from the Preserve at Terra. Absolutely. We were talking about the Terra Golf and Country Club.
Oh, gotcha. Which is wonderful. Well, great. So many great things to golfing fit for a king. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. We love our Royal Suncoast homes. Thank you so much, Andrew. And to see more about those homes and the many, many others available here on the Suncoast, you can contact Andrew at sellingthesuncoast.com. We'll be right back.
Everything all right?
Actually, you know how Tom had knee surgery?
Sure.
We found out Brad's been taking his painkillers. And it turns out he's been doing it for a while.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
For free help, visit cdc.gov/tips.
You now have the power to prioritize your Facebook feed and get local news and information from the team you trust. Go to the ABC7 Sarasota page on Facebook. Give us a like, then click following and choose See First. That's it. Customize even more by choosing notifications. Choose breaking news, posts, live videos, anything you want to see in real time. Take control of your newsfeed and stay connected to what's happening in your community with ABC7 on Facebook.
Meet Blue. Blue's not feeling well. The prescription? Generic medication. Blue wonders, do they really work as well as name brands? Yes, generics and name brand medications do work the same. Even though they may look different, generics have the same key ingredients. FDA approval is equally rigorous for generics to make sure they're as safe and effective as name brands. And Blue even saves him green, making him a little less, well, blue. Talk to your doctor about generics and visit fda.gov/generic drugs.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
Thank you.
What are you doing? You are the best protection she has. Buddy up. I'm Jill Harrington. Please visit helpsavethenextgirl.com and get involved.
Just a reminder, the big royal wedding, of course, coming up on Saturday, and you can get live coverage right here on ABC 7 from 5 to 10 a.m., followed by Good Morning America from 10 to 11. The actual ceremony itself is at noon London time, which is 7 a.m. right here on the Suncoast. So get up early and catch it live. Coming up next, Chef Judy's celebrating National Barbecue Month, and we're going to join her in the kitchen.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hi, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at the top of the hour. It's National Hurricane Preparedness Week, how one group is teaching students along the Gulf Coast about the importance of safety during hurricanes. In first alert traffic, we're seeing some backups on State Road 64 right around the diverging Diamond Interchange construction at I-75. Both north and southbound lanes, east and west of the road are slow moving right now. Let's get a check on our weather again with Bob.
Well, Scott, good news, not much rainfall around to really disrupt your flow of traffic across the southwest coast, inland and Highlands County. Boy, big storms there, but they're moving away toward the northeast. Nothing going on here. 1 or 2 showers will pop up here along the coast through the next several hours, but most areas will stay dry. We're not seeing anything in Manatee and Sarasota counties at this hour. More showers are on the way. Details on that coming up at 5.
Keep up with the Suncoast. Watch your favorite ABC 7 shows on your streaming device.
My credit score was not that great.
I didn't understand what went into my credit score.
It was overwhelming.
Do you want to attain better credit health but don't know where to start? Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score.
I love the app. It's so easy to use. It's like having your own financial coach.
Credit Sesame broke my credit score down into things that I understood, and it made me think, I can do this.
And the awesome thing about Credit Sesame, it's free.
It's 100% free.
You don't need to go it alone. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
According to a new survey by U.S. News & World Report, 3 of Alabama's top 4 hotels and resorts are part of the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail Resort Collection. The Grand Hotel Marriott Resort in Point Clear, the Battle House Renaissance Mobile Hotel and Spa, and the Renaissance Birmingham Ross Bridge Golf Resort and Spa. Hey, we didn't invent Southern hospitality, we just offer more of it. Visit rtjgolf.com/resorts to find out more.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard serve to give back to their country and communities. Their part-time commitment qualifies them for an array of benefits, such as affordable health and life insurance benefits, education benefits, including tuition assistance, student loan repayment and GI Bill programs, a retirement plan based on part-time service, and VA home mortgages. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about all the benefits available in the Army National Guard.
Coming up Thursday at 4 on Suncoast View, the social event of the century is just a couple of days away. We'll find out from a Suncoast boutique what we should wear to celebrate our summer weddings on trend. Any Given Child Sarasota teaches us about Project Elevate and the freedom it gives teachers to be creative. Plus, Tile Outlet updates the look of our homes, and the new Waterline Marina and Resort is in the kitchen.
Welcome back. We're here with Chef Judy. Tell us what you've brought today. I see barbecue.
You better believe it's barbecue because today is National Barbecue Day, but wait, there's more. It's National Barbecue Month.
Oh, yeah.
So we are going to, and of course, you know, Memorial Day's around the corner. Any one of these places are a great stop if you're having a family picnic, going boating, something like that. So let's start right over here. Brick Smoked Meats. Happy anniversary to them. It's their first year anniversary. And of course, we know them for their Big Red, the smoker. So they've brought their prime brisket.
This one.
Yep. And those amazing ribs that have just a kick of jalapeno jelly on them, glazed on them. So it's such a good smoke. Smoked turkey, pulled pork, and they serve pickled vegetables. And if you have not tried a bite of the smoked meat with the pickled vegetable, it's like the perfect marriage. You know, like that. People like Memphis barbecue. Certain people like the vinegar in a sauce. Well, getting those pickled vegetables is really unique. So I recommend that you do it together. It's delicious. And today they officially launched their new beer. I think you guys got to try it, right? It's a little smoke within the beer itself. So it's beer and barbecue. I mean, they're just synonymous together. They're a great date. So over here, Gold Rush Barbecue, and it just happens that it's Wednesday, and every Wednesday at Gold Rush Barbecue, not only do they have all their barbecue, but they have fried chicken day.
Oh, I did not know that.
This is my new thing, is to go there on Wednesdays, power walk first, go there on Wednesdays, and then I use a stevia sweet barbecue sauce with my barbecue chicken, and I feel like I'm dieting because I'm eating lower calorie barbecue sauce, but it's all thrown under the bus. But again, smoked chicken, ribs, and Kelly, you said you and your family sometimes go for the all-you-can-eat night.
All-you-can-eat baby back.
Yeah, you light up. Yeah, look at that face.
Okay, I need to follow when those are. My 4 teenagers would rip that up.
You're right.
That would be
good. You may get banned. You just may get banned.
Yeah.
Then we're going to go over to Stottlemeyer's. Now, that's the place you really want to, if you're going to go, you're going to hang out. They have live entertainment. They have a really big bar. Exactly. They have, you know, the cornhole for the kids, so the kids can run around. And I think their smoked chicken is divine. I love it. So you can get it traditionally smoked or extra glazed. And I should mention that all of these places have delicious, unique sides. And of course, cornbread, which is that staple when you're having ribs, several different ways, baked beans and macaroni and cheese, like all those standards, which are really fun. And down here in the corner is Nancy's Barbecue. Now, we all knew Nancy from 15 years ago when she started selling pulled pork on the side of the road. And that's how I first met her. And of course, she's been in her home. Yes. So Nancy was a caterer first, and then she went storefront. It's been 7 years now. And again, you're going to get the deliciousness of smoked ribs and brisket and homemade cornbread. And she is known for her succotash, another great side. So you mix all that up maybe in a little sweet Hawaiian roll, and woo, you have a great party. So
many options on the Suncoast. I love the fact that there's the different origins, as you said. There's that Memphis style and then the St. Louis and Carolina and Texas, and everybody's is unique.
And it's right. It all becomes a personal thing, and there's no wrong way. So you just look at it like this style's Monday, this is Wednesday, this is Friday, and that's Saturday, and then you're all set.
Absolutely. And I've noticed this time of year with the graduation parties and baby showers, so many people are turning to barbecue as the go-to because you don't have to do any work. It all comes to you and out you put it.
This is my July 4th. Is I just order pans of things, and it makes it so easy.
much easier.
Joey just
what did you find? A
for
rib?
the sake of the show, we had to go.
Okay, good. I've been waiting. Ellie's going for the beer. You know, everybody's digging in.
I'm going for the turkey.
All right. Well, it is a National Barbecue Month, not just day, so you can enjoy all the offerings here on the Suncoast throughout the entire month. Thanks, Chef Judy.
Thank you.
We look forward to this feast. Kelly, great to see you. I'm glad we got that arm workout in.
Yeah.
Is this the next curl we're going to do?
This is our next.
Exactly. Arm to face. Everybody take some time and enjoy the Suncoast view. Have a great rest of the day.